What's up, everybody? We're back again. It's episode, I think it's 196
196
of the Dadbod Golf Pod.
196 of the Dadbod Golf Pod. We are proudly members.
Thank you, fearless leader.
Proudly, yeah, we really dove straight into that one prepared. Proud members of the Believe Podcast Network. It's Monday. The weekend's over. Hey, I feel like we're going to get a little bit of break on the heat this week. From what I'm looking at, we may not touch that 100 mark all week.
Is that what break is to you?
Yeah, it is. When it's been 103 and dropping down to about 88, 89, I'll take that all day long. Happy Monday. Let's get this week started. Talk a little golf. Talk a little bit about our weekend. Just have a good old classic Dad Bod Golf Pod episode brought to you by Bet Online, the number one sports betting website in the country. The NBA is over. I think the NHL is pretty much almost over.
Who watches hockey?
Yeah, I mean, you can bet on it. You may not watch it, but you can bet on it. So you still got golf. You got MLB. A lot of stuff you can still bet on at Bet Online. Sign up today. Use coupon code BLEAV, BLEAV, and get a 50% welcome bonus. We talk about it every single episode. Not going to do the math again, but I mean, stack it up, roll it on as many bets as you can get in the online casino, have a blast. Bet Online is where the game starts. Gentlemen, there was some professional golf played over the weekend. We're going to quickly run through that because there was some even better golf that all of us played. We had like mega friendship this week. This week was a mega friendship week.
Yes, it was a friendship week.
We got some stories to tell from it. So
happy 1 month birthday, Nate.
Hey, and also happy birthday today to Kyle's wife.
Yes, my wife. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Thank you for letting me come upstairs and podcast 3 days a week. All right. So
that was from the heart, and I could tell.
I could tell. You really felt that.
Yeah.
That was so nice.
Wow. I know you wanted some time to speak about her and
I might do a whole show about it. I'm gonna do a whole show.
He's a real charmer. He's a charmer there.
Yeah, exactly. So the Travelers Championship, say the most important tournament of the North.
Oh, okay.
The Travelers Championship was this weekend. The field was actually really, really good. Xander Schauffle.
Not for long, it won't be.
Yeah. Xander Schauffle wins pretty much wire to wire, except Rory shot his typical million under on Thursday, and then a blistering 72 after that with a quad and a couple of doubles. But yeah, it was very anticlimactic. A buddy of mine,
That's your guy.
Yeah, but it's my guy still. I still love him, but
Rory needs to find a tour that has one-day tournaments and he'll never lose.
I'm telling you. He honestly, he keeps bashing the live. I mean, 3 days, he may actually luck into a win here and there.
Yeah. But hey, he'll do it for free.
There was a Golf Digest There was a Golf Digest article, and this is how I feel about Rory. It was like, Rory, it's time I have to break up with you. It was like a Golf Digest article writer, and he's like a huge Rory fan. And it's just the exact same things that I've been saying for the past 6 months.
Is that what you were reading when you were at Nate's party?
No, that was not it. We'll get to that later too. But no, it's basically how I feel. Like you're so amazing. Everything you do is awesome, but for some reason you just can't win. You can't do it. Like you just can't do it. And we get all excited. You go low in a major round, and then you just kind of just do average stuff. So
Kyle, we make fun of Rory, your boyfriend, Nate's boyfriend, Cantlay. He fired a +6 today.
Ooh.
Still finished top 15. What does that say about him?
He did. He finished tied for 13th. Congratulations on not winning.
And you know what he hasn't done? Put his foot in his mouth about and sounded as big a dumbass as Rory and John Rahm.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
I'm just saying everybody else is shooting 2, 3, 4, 6 under today. He goes 6 over.
I bet he didn't have any quads.
I bet he didn't either.
You're probably right.
I really thought this year could be like a launch pad year for Patrick Cantlay. And he's played really good. I mean, he's
quietly consistent.
He's just quietly consistent. 6th in the FedEx Cup. He's won the Zurich Classic, a couple of second place finishes, but just like no.
He did have 3 pars today.
Oh, that's good. That's good. A 3-par streak.
That's it. Just 3 pars a day. That's all he had.
He could get hot like he did last year towards the end of the year. He's a late bloomer, kind of like Kyle, kind of like Ben.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of myself. No, he's
like I didn't have a zit till I was 16.
I still don't have much body hair at all, period. And it's not by choice. My daughter my daughter, the first time she ever saw it.
Real awkward.
Yeah, this is funny. So my first time my daughter saw a male with pit hair, she asked what was wrong with him because dad doesn't have that.
you don't have pit hair?
I don't have. It's like nothing. That's just all I
got. We've had that having awesome. 2 daughters. We've had that conversation here with guys with chest hair. Like my 2 girls have been like, "Hey, what is that? You don't have that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Thanks.
How did we go from Patrick Cantley?
Hey, look at his 6-pack, Dad. You don't have one of those.
Yeah.
You're baby on the Dadbod golf pod. What the?
You know what that guy doesn't have?
We're branding.
You know what that guy doesn't have though? That guy doesn't have a hot wife like I do. How about that?
There you go. There you go. Yes.
I don't know.
So was there anything really big to take away? I mean, that course is pretty sweet. They got they have the drivable par 4 with a lot of drama.
No, just at one point in time, we were watching the scores. We played while the tournament was going on. Nate and I did, and watching the scores at one point in time, I guess the Gala had the lead.
Yeah.
And so we were kind of wondering if Schauffle had blew it. And then we get done playing and it's like, no, he won by a lot. So he must have.
Yeah. And then 3 hours after the tournament's over, I get the PGA Tour notifications that Schauffle's won. So,
cool. that just chimed in. PGA Tour notification. Schauffle won.
Just got it.
That's awesome. Hey, so real quick, just because Scott Stallings is close, he had a top 10 finish. He's 63 in the FedEx Cup. So the whole
he shot 7 under today.
Yeah, he went low. He went deep today. So the new FedEx Cup thing, not the new FedEx Cup thing, the new copy live tour thing that's going to be next year. The 3 events or whatever with no cut, big purse, the top 50 get in. Is that so when you end the year this year in the top 50, you get to do it for next year, or is it next year for the following year? Do y'all know that? We need to look into
it. Sounds like it starts in 2023. So
yeah.
Okay, so the qualification starts, so that they won't have the big events in they'll just have the higher purse events like the Genesis and the Arnold Palmer, but they won't do that big money thing until the season's over.
Right.
Okay, got it. All right, so
they gotta go and they gotta screw a bunch of sponsors first before they get that money in.
Yeah, I gotta go stick it to them.
Yeah,
stick it to them.
They're like,
don't sleep on those bigger purses because now all of a sudden the Genesis has players' money.
Oh, yeah.
Players has
yeah,
even bigger players.
Listen, it's bleeding over. I mean, they talked about it with the LPGA Tour event past week. LPGA Tour event was over $1 million more this year than it was last year.
That's big. LPGA championship.
Huge.
Yeah. So Scott played good today. He's 63rd in the FedEx Cup. So really this year, all we're worried about is the traditional.
He had the best round of the day, Kyle.
Yeah, we're just worried about the traditional old dumb staggered
start. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he's good he should be, if he can just continues, he should be good for the playoffs, which the season actually ends the playoffs start in not too very long. So,
not in too very long. That's correct.
Not in too very long. There you go.
Yeah.
Nailed that.
There you go.
Nailed that.
The way you manipulate the English language can bring some people to tears, Kyle. I'm not going to lie.
There you go. All right. Thanks. Moving on. This is kind of a surprise. And we didn't know this. Boo Weekley is back in professional golf.
Yes, he is.
Boo Weekley this is the funniest tournament for him to start back at. It's a Corn Ferry Tour in Maine.
Yeah.
Maybe he went and hunted or something while he was up there, but Boo gets a start on the Corn Ferry Tour at 49 and a half years old, and makes the cut, finishes, I think somewhere around top 40. That's pretty dang solid. That's awesome to see him back out there with his brand new hip, just out there with the young guns.
Try to make a what do they call it?
By the way,
our
guy MJ finished tied for 15th there.
Say that again. Yeah.
He tied for 15th.
Hey, you want to talk about somebody that's done the most with not a lot, done the most with very little opportunity is Michael Johnson. He was on here last year. He was one of our first couple of episodes. He qualified for the US Open. He didn't even have, he was on the Corn Ferry Tour, but he had no status. He gets limited starts, and then he started snowballing, making some cuts, some top 20s, top 15s. And then I think he had another top 15 this week.
Yep.
And yeah,
top 15.
And he's inside the top 100 in points, which if you're going to basically, he's 92 right now in points. I think it's 125, you get your Corn Ferry card for the next year. Way to go, dude. Michael, MJ, proud of you. Keep rolling it, keep snowballing it. And he's a good dude. So
Boo had a rough day today, Kyle.
Boo did have a rough day today. But he's got a new hip. It's his first tournament back.
No. He made the cut. He finished T56, but he shot 3 over today. Which the worst round of the day was 5 over. So he had a rough day.
You think he walks up to those guys and by, hey, you want to touch my new hip?
You want to see it? You want to see my scar? Typically, it's my scar.
It's a scar. That's what it is. It's a scar.
Old men want to show you their scar after a surgery.
I had a guy came by the lot one day, had been shot 6 times. He said, "You want to see my scars?" And then boom, just pulled up his shirt.
Said, you don't even get a chance to answer.
He said, "That's a 357 right there, boy. Leave to tell about it." I'm currently in a lawsuit with CVS Pharmacy over it.
A guy that works for us had throat surgery or something like that, and they cut him from like here all the way down his chest, and he's like, "You want to see my scar?" And he's like, "You can see it right here, but you can't see this." And he has like the short sleeve button-up shirts, just ripped it open, but like Superman before I could even say anything.
I love it.
Boom. Scar all the way down.
Yes.
Old men that have surgery love to show you their scars.
We're coming up. We're coming up on the 1-year anniversary. You guys want to see my scar? We coming up on the 1-year anniversary.
Oh no!
That
is cut. You're cut in a very precarious. It's no man's land. Like it could go bad. Really easy.
I will say it is south of the belly button. We don't need to be showing a whole lot of that. You know what I mean?
Yes. I don't want to see it.
Have you been doing your manscaping like we talked about?
Yes, we have. Got to keep those scars clean.
Got to keep them clean.
These scars tell a story about an appendix gone wrong.
Oh dear. So good. That's awesome, Boo. Keep it up. I need to. Should I fire off a text to him? What do you think?
Yes,
no doubt.
Yeah, hit him up.
He's got a long ride back home from Maine.
Are you kidding me? From Maine? He's driving. There's no chance he's flying.
He's going to reply with? He's going to go, okay. That's what he's going to say.
I'm totally okay with that. I'd be disappointed if he fired off anything other than that.
Hey, what was the best part about getting back into action? Okay.
Yeah, that's exact. Hey, but really proud of you. Way to go, man. Keep it up. Okay. That's what it's going to be.
Like a thumbs up.
That's what it's going to be. I don't even think he can do an emoji, but I
don't think it's been eternally filled up.
I don't think you can type that into a flip phone.
Did he even text you back last time or?
Yeah.
Okay. See,
he's responded. He's responded every time.
I'm just making sure he texts.
It's always one word stuff. But you know what? What can I ask for? I can't. I mean, asking for much more. You're just being greedy.
Yeah.
So congrats to Boo. The LPGA championship was this weekend. And obviously a major. I know Lexi came in she had a good finish. I got to see who the winner LPGA championship. Their second or third major. IG Chun.
Your guess is good as mine.
Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out. And then Minji Lee, obviously, who's just awesome. She comes in second. Lexi Thompson tied with her for second. So
yeah, Lexi tied for second. And then
was it Congressional? Hey, Congressional, where I think did Rory win is that where he won his US Open? One of his US Opens?
Yeah.
The course looks somebody did a before after, like they completely redid the course and it looks so sick. So that's pretty cool.
Cupcho in there tied for 16th. Man, she's on a roll as of late.
She is. She's been hot ever since the that women's.
How about Angie Chun with 1.3? At 1.3 wins, man.
1.3 this year?
No, 1.3 on this tournament is what she just won.
That's a big purse for the ladies. That's awesome.
Lexi and Minjin Lee, they split 7-18.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
That's,
purses are getting up there.
That'll be $359, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they did. They 7.
They both get
piece. It. Yeah.
They both.
Okay, well that's not splitting 718. That's 718 a piece, big guy.
Okay.
Okay. Get your terminology right. All right.
Semantics.
We're going to talk about this a little bit more, but Nate and Ben played today, and they fired up the Blue Tees, and me and Nate played on Thursday, and we fired up the Blue Tees rangefinders. You guys got to get one. We've been seeing the orders roll in. It's getting hot. Bluetees.com. Check them out. We both have the Series 3. Series 3X, is that right? Series 3X,
Series 3 Max. It's a
Series 3
Max.
Yes. It's got
what they did is they took the old Series 2 Max, did some improvements, upgrades, came with the Series 3 Max.
That's typically how that's done. They have the toggle on and off slope. Nate prefers it off because
he doesn't. Okay. I want to sell Nate out right here.
No. Save it for the end. We're talking about the toggle on and off slope, infrared, lock on to the pin, scan mode. Scan mode's awesome. I have a lot of fun with it. You can hit bunkers, trees, landmarks, know where to lay up. It's like having a caddy. Magnet already built in. I'm getting better at it. I sucked at it a little bit a few times on Thursday, but I'm getting better.
I did great with my magnet today.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. But use coupon code Dadbod and take 10% off your order. Save a good bit. Blue Tees Golf, where rangefinders start. All right, what do you want to do first? You want to talk about our golf rounds? You want to talk about party for Nate? What do we want to go? Where do we want to go from here?
We'll go chronological order.
Okay. So chronological order would be Nate and I playing at Columbus Country Club.
Beautiful place.
By the way, I stole tees out of Nate's bag today from Columbus Country Club.
I didn't steal because they're free, but I have a boatload of them.
They weren't free out of Nate's bag. I didn't know they were free for y'all, but they're free for me now.
Yeah.
I only have like 5, Nate. It's all right. You left your bag. Everyone, Nate, by the way, all the zippers on his bag are wide open.
Okay, you got to save that. Save it. You got to save it. You got to save it. All right, so we played at Columbus Country Club, built in, I think it was like 1902, Donald Ross, and we beat that to death. We beat the Donald Ross thing to death. So
you did.
I did. Yeah, I did. So I'd never played a Donald Ross course before, so this is my first one. So basically, you got all the humpback, turtleback greens, runoff areas. So anytime like somebody hit a shot and it bounced through and rolled off, or you chipped up, you're down low, you chipped up and it rolls back, we would be, I would say but it was really mostly just me. I'd be like, God, Donald got us again.
Got him again.
I can see what he did here. Donald got us again.
And then he got ridiculous. Then he'd like hit a bad drive off the tee box and be like, Donald, dadgummit, Donald.
I beat it to death, but it was funny to me. So y'all can screw yourselves.
Dirty Donald just duped me again.
Cool thing I've never done before. Before. Number 1 and number 10, you tee off the putting green. Never done that before.
Nice putting green.
Like super, like
rolling 11 on the stimp putting green.
Yeah. Beautiful putting green. And 10 can be a layup shot. So like there's divots on the putting green, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's a cool little twist thing, but it's at the same time, it's like, does it have to be that? Can not just be a tee box because the putting green just extends and there's no holes down there. So I don't know why they still make it a putting green, not a tee box, but it's a cool little thing. They got this really sweet halfway house. Okay. And Nate ate a hot dog every time he passed it. And
Nate I think how many hot dogs do you have, Nate?
I mean, I just had 2, but I had them within 6. Like 17 minutes of each other.
Yeah. And Nate struggled a little bit to start off with, but once you got that hot dog, tell him what happened after that hot dog.
All right. So pre-hot dog, I think I was 8 over through 7. Post hot dog, I was like 1 under on the next 4 holes with a birdie putt that I should have been 2 under the next 4 holes. But then the thing is that I got greedy and I was like, you know what? All I need to really finish this round is another hot dog. And I scarfed another one down. And then I got to where I felt like I couldn't get my arms around my body.
Now you're bloated.
Yeah.
And then I kind of went, too much of a good thing. Let me tell you folks.
Yeah. So you pass this place, which it's so awesome. It's so, they don't have a cart girl because you pass the halfway house 6 times in the round.
Yeah.
So we pass it after he has his first hot dog and he goes to get the next one. And the next drive, just kind of hung out a little bit, maybe to the right or something like that. And he goes, boy, it's really hard to turn around when you get that second hot dog down.
And I mean, I am just hot dog eating contest 4th of July on these things,
Oh yeah.
I'm not
I had
like
one.
nibbling
They're
at it,
good.
letting it digest.
I had one and ate it in 3 bites, I think.
Kyle, I told Nate today, I did not share this with you because I wanted to save for the pod. So I played in a scramble at Columbus Country Club.
Yeah.
This was years ago.
It's Columbus, Georgia, by the way.
Yeah, Columbus, Georgia. So I show up and I told Nate, like, you go and you sign in and they hand me a pair of FootJoys. Like, they asked me, like, what?
Wow.
This is a scramble. This isn't a member guest. This isn't something that we've paid. It was like $750 for the 4-man scramble. And I got a pair of FootJoys. I got a dozen Pro V1s. And then they
Nice.
also gave us this big ass golf towel to go, like Titleist golf towel to go with like the entry package or whatever. And I was like, okay, I really feel like I'm supposed to pay somebody before today's over with. I'm not real sure what's going on, but they're all class, man. They're
But then you're like, no, I'm not.
I like it. Yeah.
No, that was great. We're still our course is still shut down. So we're like hitting all the different reciprocals around the area, but that one, they're top notch over there. Had a blast. Good friendship with Nate. We haven't played together in a while, man. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Then later, I guess
I went double to shoot 80.
Yeah, I went double. I had a pretty solid round going. Went double on 17.
Yeah, but you played the tips though.
Yeah, but it's not that
6,500
long.
yards. Yeah,
It's a
I
par
tell you what,
7.
there was a time in my life. I mean, I used to talk so much shit about it on this podcast. All of a sudden, you play with Kyle. It's like, 65. Oh, we'll play for the tips. I'm sick of that shit, man. That's why I play with Ben today. We play the Lions.
First of all, this was not. I said I would play anywhere, but your boy is the one who said we're gonna play it from the tips, not me. So don't blame it on me. It was fun. Then we roll in Saturday. We had a little surprise. Congrats on being a daddy party for Nate that his wife put together, which was so super.
It was
sweet.
like half birthday, half congrats on being a dad.
Yeah, but mostly congrats on.
There's
being
a lot
dads.
of people who still think my birthday was yesterday.
Well, that's because when she reached out to everybody, she was like, hey, we're going to celebrate Nate's birthday and him being a dad. And then Kyle and I both were like, when is birthday, like a month and a half ago? Like what?
Hey, we're rolling it all into one. It was awesome. It was sweet.
I looked at Lori and I was like, hey, you need to pay attention to this. You see what's going on here? Like a month later, and we're still celebrating Nate's birthday. I think you need to take some notes. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Got to love on them. But we had some several of our buds over. Just had some good time. It was so freaking hot that you could barely stay outside, but had some good conversation. Anything from there?
Kyle's going top button, untucked, Italian loafers. Just
he did have some new
dadding
shoes on.
harder than
those,
you can dad.
Those things were not scuffed
Yes.
at all.
They were shiny.
Loafers with no socks.
No socks.
You know who was about to get the old cucaracha.
Oh, wow. I think may have happened. I'm not sure.
Hey, just come to my house, play some dreams, man.
It never happens.
We're all right. So we're in this weird time in our lives where a lot of our friends. There was actually 8 couples there that either within the last 5 months have had a baby or are due within the next 3 or 4 months. So you hear things that you don't normally hear at parties. Like I come in the door, everybody's like surprise, and basically the first thing my wife's mouth was like, "Hey, don't go in your room. So and so's in there and her boobs are out. She's feeding." So.
Yeah. When she said there's a lady in the room with your boobs out, and it's not a good thing.
It's not
Meanwhile, they got the guy that's got teenagers. I was like, "Hey, what room was that?" You guys...
Hey, I'm just going to the bathroom.
Ben's wife's like, "Ben, shut the hell up."
That's funny. Yeah. Hey, Lori can cut up with you, man. Lori will
shoot the shit.
Yes. I like talking with Lori. She's funny. That was cool. First time I met her. So in person.
Kyle's been sitting outside. He's been enduring outside for a while. and he comes in. I'm bouncing around, and all of a sudden, Kyle has positioned himself on the couch. I will say around several young, beautiful women.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he is legs crossed, and he has all of a sudden found my newest Golf Digest and is in the middle of the party, people everywhere drinking, talking, and he's just ripping Golf Digest articles.
One after
Just
the other.
all up in Undercover Caddy. He's getting choked up. It's the article in Undercover Caddy talking about breaking up with a player.
Yeah.
Kyle's tugging on heartstrings, just completely unaware.
Go
of
look
the,
at
of the
Instagram
boobs
because
and
I
the
did
things
not
happening
know-
around him.
I did not know this picture took place. And I
I
get
remember him
the update.
videoing me. Yeah.
I get the update and it was like, so-and-so likes your picture. And I was like, oh, our picture. Because we share an Instagram account. I mean, we got the Dadbod Instagram account. And I look at it and I'm like, when the hell was Kyle reading Golf Digest? And why didn't he tell me about it? Like I was
Hey, it's some good
upset
articles.
about it.
That caddy art, that secret caddy.
Dude,
I want to.
I was tough.
I want to know. I want to try to figure out who the player is.
Yeah, it was
Because he's
tough.
on a good bag now and he's older. So I wonder who.
And
the
his
guy
kind of sucks. His
guy's
guy,
just kinda-
the old
yeah.
breakup guy, kind of me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's got to be. It's got to be Nick Watney. He was on Nick Watney's bag.
No.
Yeah, he was
Uh-uh.
on Nick Watney's bag. That's got to be who it was. That's what I'm guessing. We need to look up. We got to look up Nick Watney's caddy from then, from like
See
when
if
he was,
he's
when he
with
was
anybody.
good, and see if exactly.
Man, like Reddit would know or something.
Yeah, but it was
Great
good
photo.
art. Good. I got Cam Smith was on the cover, so
Bulldog.
the Bulldog was on the cover. I think I want to start getting reading magazines again.
Dude, I love it. I
Feels
read
good
it. I
to
read
just
it
not
cover to
stare at your
cover.
phone.
Yeah.
Kind of feels good not stare at your phone. You kind of look sort of refined. You got your
Listen,
leg crossed.
And there's we have a
Going up
history
that-
of
Going up that attic and get that stash that you still have from college. You should
Hey,
be
But
good.
you read the
And-
articles.
of course, the only other book on the table
Was guns or something like that.
is something about firearms because we
Yeah.
are Southern conservative family, and and of course Colonel Steve. It was a perfect shout out. It was a perfect.
It was.
a salute
It was
to Colonel
great.
Steve. So the history of firearms. Hey, Second Amendment, baby. Anyway,
Yeah, it's
moving
absolutely.
on.
and then the thing that I have no idea of how it all went. I've been so anxious to see this all or hear about this all day. Nate and Ben teed it up today, and they did a very veteran move. They did a very veteran move because they arranged the golf outing at the party in front of their wives. So
Actually, no, we didn't.
okay.
Now the
Got
veteran
close.
move, we were very close. The veteran move was because he didn't know about the party. So he
Yes.
sends me a text like, what, Nate, an hour before the party? He's like,
Yes.
hey, can you play tomorrow? And I'm like, pencil me in. I got to ask Lori.
But you did asked her.
I asked
You
her
asked
in
her
front
in
of
front of
everybody.
everybody.
Yes.
Right,
That is a
and then
veteran move.
Party.
Jeff sets me up because Jeff was the original one. He said, "Hey, we need one more," and I was like, "I bet Ben's going to be available." And so we walk out, and Jeff's like, "Hey, you got a fourth?" And I look over, and Ben and his wife are right there, and I was like, "Ben's in as long as he, And
Yeah.
like Lori couldn't say no at that point.
Yeah,
it
they
was
don't
it
wanna
was a
do-
strong setup.
They don't want to pretend that they're mean in public, but they
Yeah.
wait until you get home. You probably got it when you got home. I don't know. Maybe you did.
No, I
maybe-
didn't. No,
that's
she
good.
was.
That's-
She was like,
See, and
"You
then-
guys have a great time." She was like, "They all seem cool.
She loves
You have
Nate.
a blast." Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Yeah. The
Jeff
thing
kinda-
is, the guys like Nate and guys like you, Kyle, when y'all ask my wife to allow me to do stuff, it goes over way better than when I ask her to do
Yeah,
stuff.
it
It's
mostly.
kind of like when you're a kid and be like, "No, look, if you ask her, she'll say yes."
Yes, that's exactly it.
exactly it.
Because she thinks that y'all are just completely innocent and everything's perfect about the two of you. So when y'all are like, "Hey,
Accurate.
you should let Ben go do this," and she's like, "You know what? You're right. I should."
need to
And-
try
We're
that
the
with
influence.
Kyle's wife.
We're the influence on you.
Yes.
Like
Meanwhile,
over
if it was me, I'd be like, "Hey, I want to go play with Kyle and Nate." There's no chance you're doing that. I'm not doing
Like,
that.
hey, what's
I'm
Ben
like-
doing right now? Like, well, there's these guys who've been trying to speak some truth into his life. He's out there on the golf course with them.
Trying to speak life into. That's
Nate
great.
Benner out there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. She's actually said before when I'm like, "Hey," I was like, "Kyle wants me to play with him on Thursday." Well, he goes to church.
What does that mean?
You're qualified.
Yeah.
I'm
you
like,
He's got an awful good
I'm like-
handicap
I'm
for
like-
a church going man. It's kind of strange to me,
I'm
don't you
like-
think?
I'm like, honey, we go to church too. Yes, but he behaves himself. I'm just telling you.
Well, he goes to Sunday school and church.
Yeah.
And they go on Wednesday nights too.
They go to Wednesday night dinners. Yeah. That's hilarious. All right.
You
So
see how he treats Bub? He treats him so good. He'll treat you good too.
oh, exactly. I mean, that's basically me. So I want to hear about the round. First of all, Nate's outfit was spectacular.
It was fire, wasn't it?
Spectacular. He had the
Shoes are
Swannies shirt. Incredible, like the shortest pair of shorts I've ever seen you wear, I believe. It could be the shortest pair of shorts that you own. And then the brand new FJ Premiers, fresh out of the box. God, and a bucket hat. And a bucket hat on top of that. Look good. You'll see it on social this week. Tell me about the round. Tell me everything about it.
We're playing with a guy. My wife's
compliments on how I look too. By the way,
Ben obviously it looked as loud colors as he possibly the loudest things he could find.
Before
was it lime green? I think I was
lime green shorts.
Obnoxious.
Let me just go and Arna Palmer Puma shoes. Did Nate get those?
They were awesome.
Yeah, those shoes are awesome.
Yeah. So let me just say this: I came dressed out of the closet as one way. And both my oldest daughter and my wife said, those shorts are too short. Are you sure you want to wear those? And I was like, yeah, I'm playing with Nate. Like, this does not bother me whatsoever. And then
doesn't sound like he's been a very good influence.
So I'm sitting there and I'm watching TV and both of them go, are you for real going to wear those shorts? I'm like, now I got a complex.
Yeah.
Now I got to go change. And I told Nate, I had my entire outfit picked out, man. I had a Peter Millar shirt. I had the short shorts going. I was looking good. I was going to wear a totally different pair of shoes. And then they were like, you cannot wear that. And I was like, damn it. So I had to go
influence inseam all across the South.
And my shorts were not near as short as Nate's.
Yeah. Nobody's are.
Your legs aren't as young as mine.
So. I know.
Nobody's are.
Needless to say, I changed. And so when you see the videos, you'll see that's what I got stuck with.
So let me set the stage a little bit. We play with this guy named Jeff, and it's one of my wife's longtime best friend's husband. And so that was part of my ticket out. You know, it was like, hey, I'm playing with, your best friend's husband who asked me.
Strategic.
But Jeff's kind of a guy who talks like this all the time. And I'm gonna call him a champion cusser. I know he's probably listening. He knows. You want to talk about like a guy who goes to church, like hauls ass from church straight to the golf course. And I mean, just puts a cuss word where you didn't know you could put a cuss word.
Yes.
I'm just talking about like he puts on a cussing clinic.
Nate told
I took
me,
notes when I was around him.
Nate told me, he said, I think he's a professional cursor. And I was like, when I got there today, I was like, yes, he is.
But also, you just got to get him going a little bit on just a little bit of shit talking, and he is off to the races. And so we have a blast. Me and Ben, we play like 2 holes, and he's like, hey, Nate. He's like a bad shot. He's like, hey, Nate, we playing our own ball? Yeah. Yeah. He's a man. I don't give a shit.
2 holes in, he's asking if we're scrambling or not. After we're 2 holes in.
And we're like, yeah, we'll just play our own ball and like at the turn when maybe we'll swap it up. And then eventually we're like, all right, y'all play a scramble, your cart, and me and Ben will play our own ball. We'll play best ball versus scramble, trying to even it out. We ended up having to give him some strokes. Still shellacked him. So Jeff, if you're listening right now, he is going to be dog cussing me if he was this episode.
Dog. You deserve a good dog cussing every now and then.
Ben chipped the lights out. Drove it well and chipped the lights out. I played pretty good. The Coors Light and the 103 degrees kind of got to me on the back 9. Bad combo.
How were the hot dogs? Did you get a hot dog?
No.
Hot
dogs are good out there.
My boss, Tay, was playing in front of us. He kept buying us beers. Like the car girl would come and be like, hey, is there any of these name?
She's like, who's Ben and who's Nate? And we were like, that'd be us.
Up?
Thank you.
Like, yeah, he got you a Michelob Ultra. And Ben's like, yeah, I don't drink that. I'm going to trade it in for a Miller. What an asshole. Buys you a beer and you trade it back in for a different one. Like, what a dick move.
They're the same price. He wasn't going to know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, RTJ,
hey, by the way, RTJ, that's a big move. The tall boys now that y'all do. That's
tall
strong.
boys. Feels like you're at
is,
a Braves game. Got the big old Michelob with the twist
Oh,
off cap.
That's
quit
bigger
it.
than Wayne Newton.
Those things stay so cold too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is stronger than new rope. Let me tell you.
What else? So who y'all? So I guess y'all
We
y'all
shellacked
slacked
them. Me and Ben each had a couple of birdies. I had 2 3-putt pars.
He
Hit
did.
2
Oh,
par
wow.
5s and 2. Both of them from pretty long
Okay.
ways away.
All right. One was a 3-putt. The other one was not a 3-putt par. He was off the greens. It did not it was not technically a 3-putt.
We're gonna call. I get what he's saying though. He putted it
And-
3 times.
And
Main par.
his on the par 5, you kept giving yourself hell for that, Nate. And I was like, bro, you got to chill out because you were literally like easily 150 feet away from the hole.
Still though, dude.
So 3 putt. So let me
Yeah.
guess. It was 4. You're on and 2 on 4,
Yep.
and
Yep.
you're on and 2 on the one over the water.
No.
No,
It was on the back. It was 14s at the last par.
No,
5.
he hit in the bunker in the one over the water. So
Okay.
it was 15 is what he was.
Okay, I can see you. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one too.
No, he hit a hell of a drive that he hit a draw of all things. If he hits it straight, he's fine. He hits a draw of all things and he hits it in the bunker. And so then he didn't have to lay up, but he would have had to hit a hell of a shot to hit the green.
How'd y'all do on the island hole?
Birdie.
Really?
Did you have a birdie?
Yeah, that was
Did you hit it tight?
Should've
Well,
gone naked.
put it this way. We play from the whites. When I play from the orange,
Oh, so nice.
I'm usually hitting 5-6 iron into that hole. I hit 9 iron today. Short.
Oh,
probably,
17?
Yeah,
16.
16.
16.
No, 15.
No,
15.
15.
Yeah.
15's the island.
Yeah. Okay.
The one you came up just short that you had to chip up, and then I made the birdie.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool course, great course. That we're so lucky to have those 2 courses.
But I did have a straight putt uphill. So, I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Drano.
But we know
Slapped it in. You slapped it in,
I
didn't you?
slept it in.
we had
I
a great
walked it
time.
in.
We did some next
and
level.
and they got a stroke on that hole, so it really pissed him off. So
like Jeff would be like, "Hey, film my swing. We're gonna send this to my boy."
oh my
you know?
god,
He's like, "But if it's bad, delete it." And he would.
we
just,
had to delete
like,
all
he'd
of
hit
them.
it
He didn't
90
know.
yards left.
He hit one that may have gone 20 yards. Here's the best part. All right, I'm going to tell on Nate here for a little bit. We get on 16. Nate pops up his hybrid and throws his club.
Good one. It was a good one.
He did. He had a good club throw.
Nate has a great
So-
release on the
So
club.
then
throw.
Jeff, after he hits one just further than Nate, okay,
5
just
yards
beyond
further.
Nate, even though he caught it solid, he barely got it past Nate. And then he said something, and Nate goes, "You know what? At least that club throw was further than most of your drives."
He's like, "At least I don't throw my club like a 4-year-old." I said, "Dude, that club throw went further than half your drive." He said, "F you, man, for that, dude. That's bullshit, dude. You don't talk me like that."
He was so mad. He was so mad.
I thought he was gonna dump Miller Lite on my head.
I want
And
to
it
play
was
golf
so
with you.
true. When he said it, I lost it because it was so true. I was like, you know what? He's right. Most of the balls he hit today, he topped. So he
His favorite thing to me is he'd walk up and he kind of looks around and he's like, "You're so effed, man. When that youngin comes, man, you're just so effed."
You'll never get out here again.
He said, "You ain't ever gonna play golf." I'm like, "Dude, you have a 4-5-month-old and you're playing golf." He's like, "Yeah, it's a damn miracle is what it is."
That's
he's
so,
like,
that sounds just like him.
he said, you know what you're gonna do when you go home? She's just gonna hand it to you.
I said, "I know. And I'm getting home, the baby in my damn lap. She's gonna go to Target or some shit, spend a bunch of money."
I'm there talking to him.
It's so phenomenal. Everything.
I love that guy. Oh
was
man.
It ain't never his fault. Let me tell you.
Oh,
Like,
I love it.
we would have talked and
He
laughed
was-
before
he
he
was-
gets to the tee box and everybody's silent. He takes it back. Damn Perry talking about swing. Everybody just shooting shit back there while I'm trying to swing the damn golf club.
It's like, God, we get on 11, and this is the point where they're scrambling on 11. I stick it to within probably 10 feet below the hole
Yeah.
on 11. Their ball is easily 25 yards past the hole with the downhill putt coming back.
Oh man.
he is chirping the shit out of me from the cart all the way up there because he doesn't realize whose ball is whose.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you get a stroke, but good luck keeping it on the green. He was like, you know what? Say that shit after I make this putt. And I was like, good luck making that putt. And so we get up there and he goes, oh, hell. He's the one by the hole. It ain't us.
I thought you were by the hole.
He thought his ball was
He
bad.
Roll
look at his
reversal.
partner and be like, you need to start playing better.
Roll reversal.
And the whole time, his playing partner is going, you just need to hush, Jeff. Jeff, stop. Stop. That's not our ball. Like he's telling him that's not our ball.
We got to get Jeff on the pod.
Oh, it'd be fantastic.
He hit one. He hit like a chip. Jeff had a chip that he hit over the green into the water. And at this point, Ben's had a couple of Millers, and he's like, touch them all, Hank.
Touch them all, Hank.
And he threw his club down and went to the car.
He's like, and that was right before he's like, you see, I'm going to hit this in. You notice how I only brought a wedge to green, Nate. I didn't bring my putter.
And Nate
Just
goes,
smokes it into the water.
and Nate goes, yeah, well, Ben just birdied, so you better chip it in. And he smokes it in the water. I was like, touch them all, Hank.
Touch them all, Hank.
Oh, that's like salt on the. I don't know. For some reason, when Ben throws out an insult, it cuts way deeper.
It
I don't
does.
know why. I don't know why. When he throws one out there,
It
you're
does.
like, oh,
You just got to insult a guy by a guy like spiky hair, no hat, like with green shorts on. It just cuts like a knife.
It cuts like a switchblade. Oh, that's awesome. So we had a great weekend, mega friendship. Hopefully we can make it a little bit more regular. A lot more regular because we're on the podcast all the time, but don't really get to hang out in person a whole ton. So it was a great weekend. Enjoyed it. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys have a great week.
Yes.
Tonight's episode again is brought to you by Bet Online. Go check those dudes out. We'll be back Wednesday. This is Live Tour event number 2 week.
Is this Live Week this week?
Yes, we got Pumpkin Ridge this weekend. So stay tuned. I'm sure there's going to be news and all this. They'll probably have that.
Kyle.
What?
Do we have a TV contract in place by the time they go to Trump National up in Jersey?
That's for another 4 weeks away, I think, or 4 weeks away.
They got to have one by then.
I say yes. Trump will buy one. Trump will somehow figure it out. He wants his course on TV. He got screwed by the PGA. So I wouldn't be surprised if somehow they don't get something done this week. So if it's FS1 or something, I wouldn't be surprised if they get it done this week.
You gave up your PGA Tour stuff, Fox. Pick this up.
Everybody makes fun of you. Pick them up.
People will watch it. I promise you.
The PGA people, golf people make fun of you when you pick up the U.S. Open. So just pick up this one and say, okay, I'll show you. You want to make fun of us now? Who's laughing now? Go ahead and get you a big TV deal.
And they're making fun of Joe Buck doing the play-by-play. Then don't have anybody do play. Just do nothing but coverage only. No play-by-play. That's fine. We will watch it. I swear to you, we will.
So stay tuned for the rest of the week for the news to drip out. We'll be back on Wednesday, episode 196 of the Dadbod Golf Pod.
No way.